Whenever you hear a good vocal run, it kind of puts you in a little bit of a ticklish space. It touches a part of you that you're not necessarily expecting, and so it can be a little bit of a surprise. And all 5 of these vocal runs that I picked out are from artists that actually really surprised me when I was listening to their music. So let's get into it. Hello everybody, O'Neal Gerald here, and if you know me, you know that I love a good vocal run, and I of course wanted to share with you guys some amazing vocal runs that have really surprised me. The first vocal run comes from somebody that I absolutely love. He's one of my favorite male singers. His name is Odom Jr. Some of you know him from Hamilton, but he actually put out some original music. This run is off of his song You Are My Everything off of his album Mister, and it's got this beautiful ascending thing that's going on. Just want you to know, ooh, you're so beautiful. Yeah.
Just want you to know you're so beautiful.
Oh gosh. Jeez, he's saying it. And I actually covered this when I went live with you guys, and I just had to do it again because I need you all to know about Odom Jr. Let's break this down. So we got the previous melody. I just want you to know
You're so beautiful.
but he expands on it. Just want you to know. And then he pauses a little bit, and then he gives a little bit of an ascending thing there. No, you're so beautiful. Beautiful. No pun intended. And he's got some beautiful vibrato on the end. Just want you to know you're so beautiful. And this little section right here is like he's getting a car started. It's just like he stops and then he takes off. Just want you to know you're so beautiful. And it's in my range, which I like. All right, so let's take this half the speed.
Just want you to know you're so beautiful.
This thing is so creative. I absolutely love it. And let's take this thing full speed.
Just want you to know you're so beautiful.
that is like jazz. That run is just giving. Yes, Leslie. And if you've seen Odom Jr. sing in Hamilton, you know, like he's using the most tender, soft sides of his voice, but still maintaining connection throughout all of his range. And it just makes him just so masterful. Not to mention his runs are like, they're super secret. You got to listen to his album Mister. And this next run comes from someone that I have been secretly listening to over the years, but I don't think I've actually ever talked to you guys about her. Her name is Isla, and she's this wonderful like R&B artist, a very poetic, almost Celtic style of R&B, and she has bars. Like, it's really great, but she can also sing very well. And this run actually comes off of Mona Lisa, off of her latest EP, Appetite for Disaster. Take it away, Isla. Yes. Oh man, it's like it keeps going. Oh my gosh, so good. Let's break this down. And here's the thing, it's like she starts the top of the run in a much lighter mode, but it's like she's embracing the mixed nature of the human voice. So it's really cool how in the top of the run she actually embraces the more heady side. Pause, and then she goes up, and then she wiggles. Oh yeah. So we start from the top of the run in a more heady place. And then we get into a place where she's equally chesty and heady. Like, it's like she could go either way. And she ends up in the end of the run in a much more light place. I'm actually going to use green to showcase more of the fact that she's in a more mixed place. Pause. Come on, Isla. That thing is long. So let's take this half the speed. Yeah. This thing is long. I love it. Isla, let's go. And let's take this full speed. Isla, listen. Oh my goodness. And I love her music. Like, she is amazing. You need to go and check out her last EP, Appetite for Disaster. And the artists that we're talking about here are all people that have not only studied other people's vocal runs, but have learned how to create their own. And it can be hard, you know, scrolling through your phone, trying to understand your voice by looking at other people's. And so what I've done is I've actually created a resource to help you guys through that journey. So what I want you to do is go to reclaimyourvoice.ca/masterclass. masterclass and actually watch my free masterclass, because in there, I'm going to show you guys some wonderful, amazing information that's going to help you guys to get started on discovering your own voice and start to learn how to create sound for yourself. Now, it's amazing to look at others, but you don't want to stay there. You want to be creating your own sound. So I want you to go to reclaimyourvoice.ca/masterclass and let's reclaim your voice. Reclaiming my voice. So this next run comes from a singer that I have actually loved for years, but I've never talked to you guys about. Her name is Nikita Fox, and she actually does a run when she's singing He's Able as she's ad-libbing. Even HIV. Yeah, it's crazy. Let's listen to her do it. And I love the spontaneous nature of this. Let's break this down. Even HIV. Right? She's got a beautiful G flat 5. Yeah, this is good. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Yes, and here's the thing I love. Like, when you're a good singer, you can create vocal runs that actually map out the chord progression, but also create chord extensions. So for He's Able, we're going, 1, and then we're going to the 5, right? But she actually extended to the 7 there. So she added a little note there to point out the run. Even HIV. And then she goes to the next chord, the B flat minor. Oh my God. Like, she's leading the sound and allowing people to get a better understanding of the harmony that's actually going on just by singing a run. It's beautiful. And I can't not talk about the fact that Nikita Fox is just so broad in her range, in her belting range. All right, so for those of you that don't know what belting is basically where we take mode 1, the chest voice, and we bring it into the area of mode 2, where usually your falsettos and your head voices. So basically, chest voice is used to being on the lower side. What we're doing is we're taking mode 1, ooh, and we're bringing it a lot higher. Ooh, yee. And usually the belting ends up in these broader sounds, whether it be something that has a little bit of mode 1, or if it's something that has more of mode 1 or more of chest voice. Hopefully that helps. Like, she's going at it, like she's ad-libbing, she's, trying to encourage the people, all the people. I was going to say the people, damn, I'm so Jamaican and Torontonian. Anyway, shout out to all my Jamaican fans. Like, she reminds me of somebody like Kelly Price, where it's like, when they start belting, they go up and up and up, and their sound just gets brighter and broader. It seems like it's almost limitless. It's beautiful. So let's take this at half the speed. Yeah. And you can even hear right after that a beautiful, like, really raspy squall right there. Like, and you should hear Nikita squall. She's great. So let's take this thing full speed. And I love the way that her voice actually goes a little bit heady. This isn't necessarily a super chest voice thing that's happening. She's actually mixing. And if you're a 2000s kid like me, you know about girl groups, because I love girl groups. They're amazing. And one particular girl group that I wanted to highlight in a specific moment in time is the group Black off of their song I'm Good. And Shamari DeVoe does this wild thing. With or without you. Shamari, listen. Woo! Somebody tag Shamari and be like, listen, you were singing your face off. Let's break it down. Okay, so we got with or without you. And that vowel change is extremely important. You yeah. With or without you. That's actually more of an O. But then she kind of makes the O into a little bit of an it's some very sensitive tweaking that she's making to make that vowel, but nonetheless, it's amazing. And here's the thing. If you want to sing vocal runs, vowel shapes and creating distinct, very minute changes in vowels is going to be paramount to creating it an expressive, amazing run. She could have just kept it with or without you. And she could have kept the notes, but it's the vowel changes that made it okay. So let's listen to Shamari's run half the speed. Oh my gosh. And let's take this thing full speed. She is amazing, and Black is amazing. Come on, Black. And if you listen to the song, you gotta listen to that entire final piece. Somebody's going off on the ad-libs, and like they repeat that pre-chorus over and over and over. It's like a vamp. Woo! It's amazing. It's church. Yes. Now this run comes from somebody that I've been watching for years. Her name is Jade Nova. She's a wonderful independent R&B artist. This run comes off of Zombie. And here's the thing. It's not totally a run, but the musical idea is crafted like a run. Let me show you. She sings, smoking on a love zombie. Take it away, Jade. I gotta love this track feel. Yeah. Come on, Jade. Smoking on a love zombie. So really the big run comes in at the end, but this entire passage, pause, yeah, and she cuts off. I really love the way that she anticipates the next chord. So we got the minor chord, right? And then we get her singing, smoking on, right? And she creates, I guess, the dominant 7 to lead to the next chord, the F sharp minor. It is a really cool extension of the chord that she chooses. So, smoking on a love zombie. Let me play the chords and you can kind of hear where we're going. Right here. Yo, that note is gold, absolute gold. So let's take this half the speed. Yeah, that is crazy. And here's the thing, smoking on, right? We got that note that's signaling us to that she's changing the chord, but then she chromatically changes the note to change the key center. Smoking on a love zombie. Yeah, and while we take this full speed, I definitely want you to click on this playlist here if you want to hear me break down some more vocal runs, okay? And subscribe to this channel if you're new, because this is the place where we help you to reclaim your voice, reclaim it by voice. Let's take this thing full speed, and I'll see you in another video, okay?